In the last few years, I don't know how many lectures I've gone to and analyses and discussions of what went wrong with Oslo. It was sort of like after the defeat of the Equal Rights Amendment, for any of you who are old women's activists, the sort of why did we win the Equal Rights Amendment? And I won't go through what everybody says, because you probably were in some of the same discussions. But the thing that always struck me, and I don't think it was a total defeat, by the way. I think there was real growth and progress through Oslo, and that when you move towards the self-determination of two peoples that have been in conflict, there would be many stages, and I think Oslo was one stage that had positive pieces as well as negative. But the thing that always impressed me in the discussions was that we hadn't built a sufficient enough base on the ground for any groups of people, the Israelis, the Palestinians, and US Jews. That there was always looking to who was the top leader to make the peace, rather than what's the support we have at our base for people, regardless of what the top leaders are doing, are going to require their leadership to do the right thing. And that seems to me really was the ultimate issue that I heard and I learned from Oslo. And coming out of that, as a US Jew, I saw that it was my job to build a base among US Jews that were totally committed to a two-state solution in this country and would pressure the United States government to actively engage and make it clear that that would happen. In the past, there have been Jewish peace organizations in the United States, but we have yet to build a base that has been proactive, that can act powerfully. Often when you read the polls, people will say that the majority, we always say this all the time actually in Tzedek, the majority of Jews are with us. The majority of Jews are not organized to be with us. And we had a discussion, which is an interesting discussion. I don't know where I stand on it, but here I've committed, primary time in my life to this particular issue. Yet I do not vote for a candidate in this country who's good on this issue. When I've been in other political movements, I would never vote for a candidate that was not good on the issue of choice for women, for instance. I just wouldn't do it. So I suggest to you that there's a lot of organizing and thinking and strategic thinking we need to do about what it means to actually organize a political base on this particular issue.